Arlington Mayor Jim Ross, thank you so much. We appreciate it. So you were reelected and to a second term, and I wanted to know your second term is already underway. What are your top three priorities?
Top three priorities really hasn't changed much, Jack. It's jobs, jobs, and jobs, to be honest with you. And how we go about getting those quality jobs for our residents involves a whole lot of levels of work. But the jobs is really what takes care of a lot of stuff. It helps with everything from crime to homelessness to affordable housing to you name it. Jobs is the answer to a lot of things.
And so what new are you announcing any new jobs or any corporate relocations to Arlington?
We have a lot of things going on. There's a press release tomorrow about some exciting things happening with our General Motors plant here in Arlington. A press release happening with that, and I'll leave that for General Motors to explain what they're doing tomorrow. But it's safe to say that we've had a long-term relationship with GM, and we're excited about continuing that. We're continuing to build around the entertainment district, both office space, multifamily, to bring the type of living quarters that are necessary to have the livable, walkable, workable atmosphere. We have a redevelopment of a huge piece of real estate in North Arlington around the Lincoln Square project, where we have both office space, mixed use development coming in there, bringing more jobs. Tons of stuff happening. So,
how much of a magnet has the entertainment district started to pull in? Because it's taken a while. Obviously, we had the recession after the AT&T Stadium was built, and so it's taken a little bit. But do you feel like things are starting to really move here?
Yeah, I'm very excited about what's going on. We funded our Economic Development Corporation in July of 2021, and it has far exceeded our expectations. It was funded with a 1/4-cent sales tax here in Arlington. And let's be honest, the majority of that sales tax is coming from our entertainment district. It's coming from people coming into Arlington and spending money in hotels and events and things such as that. We're able to utilize those monies, which is millions and millions of dollars that we get for the Economic Development Corporation. We're able to utilize those to help small business, which is really the backbone of everything. So we've funded and helped fund a number of projects, Town North Shopping Center, Lincoln Square, those type of things to help revitalize certain parts of towns to give those small businesses the boost. And we're very excited about what we're able to do with that.
And I noticed on I-30, is that a new hotel going up?
It's the Drury. Yeah, it started before COVID hit. Once COVID hit, they shut down. Drury's an unusual brand of hotel because everything's in-house with them. They're financing the real estate, their construction, everything is right in-house. So once COVID restrictions were lifted, they had to finish another project down in Florida before they came here. But it's well underway now at Center and I-30. We're excited about them being here to help add more beds to the entertainment district.
Wanted to ask you about property taxes. Obviously, there's a lot of discussion going on down at the Texas Capitol on how to provide Texans relief. And I'm wondering, on a city level, as the city goes through its budgeting process, what is your message to the city manager as it relates to property taxes?
So, last year we reduced property taxes in Arlington by more than they've been reduced in over 30 years. We had a substantial reduction in property tax here in Arlington. But you have to understand also that the municipal property tax is a very small portion of the property tax. So you're looking at, the school districts and everything else that make up a much greater portion of the property tax. Some of the discussions about completely eliminating the property tax in Texas, I'll be candid, I don't understand how that would work in Texas. Normally, most states, you have a three-legged stool for taxes. You have your state income tax, property tax, and sales tax. Well, Texas, we don't have a state income tax. We have our property tax and we have our sales tax. And how municipalities or counties or the state for that matter can function by eliminating property tax as a whole, I find it going to be very challenging. We'll have to come up with other alternatives to make money for the state. So I'm
Well,
all
state,
about trying to find those ways to reduce property taxes, and we're doing it here in Arlington. But I want to be careful about some of the discussions about the total elimination of them.
yeah, I mean, state leaders, when they have these discussions, they talk about eliminating property taxes. What they're really talking about is eliminating the maintenance and operations portion of the property tax as it relates to school districts, not to municipal,
That's right.
city and county. And so, but yes, there is certainly a lot of discussion about that. Wanted to ask you about violent crime in your city. How is that working out as far as the police department strategy to reduce it?
We're very pleased to announce that crime is on the decline, both violent crime and property crimes here in Arlington. We're one of the few big cities in the country that can actually say that, but we've seen a slight tick down in the violent property crimes here in Arlington this last year.
And to what do you attribute that?
Well, I got to give the credit to our police department, our new police chief, Al Jones. He's second to none. He's really gotten back to significant programs that connect the community with the police. And it's working tremendously. So I think Chief Jones has just been doing great over there.
And I also wanted to ask you about education, because I know that you have worked very closely with the school districts within your city with regards to how to improve education. So how is that progressing in your mind?
It's going really well. We created what's called the Mayor's Education Coalition that for the first time has brought together the school districts, Mansfield, Kennedale, and Arlington, along with the charter schools, along with the private schools and the homeschooling association, pre-K with TCC and UTA. And we said, listen, we all have the same goal in common, and that's to do the best we can for our kids. So we're working together on a collaborative effort to come up with ways to identify and strategize about those common ground areas that we can handle, such as school safety. School safety is going to be the same no matter whether you're in a private school or a public school or a charter school. It's going to be important to ensure that our kids are safe. So we intend on launching the See Something, Say Something campaign throughout all of the Arlington schools this summer. And it's going well. We're seeing some good excitement on there. And for the first time, we're starting to see different organizations reaching out to one another and saying, hey, listen, can I use this, or can I borrow this? And the ultimate benefactor of those things are our kids. And I'm excited to see where it's going to go with us.
Arlington Mayor Jim Ross, thank you so much for updating us on what's going on in Arlington. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jack. Best of luck. Take care now.